what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask.
Now they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Hurts the best running quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a first down. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Terry, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing now is Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen dancing to his left. That is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Allen again. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And again, it's Allen. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Key 26, key 26.
To throw again, Allen. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Operating from the red zone now. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Opening carry of the game here for Rex Burkhead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Six 0 our score after 1.
With the score, Patriots 6, Bills 0.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Brandon Copeland drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
For the field goal.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys are...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And got his man, complete. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jacob Hollister, 83 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming after you.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey.
Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike 56, right there, 56. Alert.
Allen to throw once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Single. 117, 117. Hey, regular.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to roll. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Burkhead. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Allen took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Patriots 26. Bills 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And his pass is intercepted for the... Now Wright lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Singletary loses it. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To Stephon Diggs. 17 yards on the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Good for a Buffalo Bills.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen from the gun on third down. Binds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Do 10. What we do. Do what we do.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Airing one out for Crowder. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Allen over the middle to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42.
Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
There on the coverage.
To throw again. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Allen's throw is complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Trent Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second down. Here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Now, third down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And he returns it up.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition.